guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessie and today we are doing some fridge organization. I am so excited and so ready for this. If you were with me last week, we did kind of a general tidy up of all of our main food storage areas. If you did not catch that video, I will have that linked down below. That's a great way to prep for a job like this. So do a quick tidy and then you can kind of see what you have and what systems are working, what systems aren't. I've known for quite some time that our fridge system nothing is really working in here. It still looks fairly tidy from last week when we did our little pickup, but it's just not working very well for us. It's really easy for it to get full and cluttered and for us to not exactly know what's going in, what's going out, and just stuff to not look very clean even when it's in its place. Some of this is a little bit of an investment and some of this is just pulling from what we already have. So it's not so hard on the wallet. One of the more investment items that we went with that we feel really confident is going to work is going to be these condiment bottles. I got these from Bed Bath & Beyond. I will link them down below. They are BPA free. We're really big on making sure if there's plastic in our house, it's non-toxic. We got, I believe this is a 12 ounce and a 16 ounce. They have measurements on the side. If you like to mix things within your bottles, they came with 2 different size nozzles. One's bigger, one's smaller, so you can kind of mix and match them between the 2 sizes based on if you need a larger one for like mayos or thicker dressings, or if you need a smaller one for oils. I only started with a couple, so I don't think I'll have enough for every item I would like to put in a bottle, but I'm just going to start with the items that I know for sure are driving us crazy, make sure the system really is working, and then we'll get a few more. We're also going to do a nice clean, get some stuff repackaged, try to move some stuff around, and just really make it a lot more functional for our family. I hope today's video will be a good motivation for you if you have an area of your house where maybe the organization system isn't working. If you have any areas, big or small, that you think needs a little bit of a refresh in terms of tidying or organizing, then stand up, let's tackle it together. It's a lot easier when you're doing it along with someone.
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain.
To start, I pulled everything off the main shelves, wiped down the containers as I pulled them out, and then wiped down the shelves. I do not remove my fridge shelves for basic wipe downs. That makes it an easier task I'm more likely to complete more frequently, which prevents messes or spills from building up. That also makes the annual task easier of completely shutting down the fridge to let it thaw for a proper disassemble and scrub down, as well as cleaning under and behind it. The cleaner I'm using right now is homemade and completely non-toxic, so I don't need to take the time removing all food items first or being concerned about contamination or us ingesting any chemicals. I'll include the cleaning recipes and any supplies I use in the description box below. For now, I'm putting everything back on the main shelves in the same place I grabbed them from. Once I have the condiment containers down in the door, I feel like that will dictate the amount of space I have to move other items around in the fridge and where to find new homes for things so they're better categorized and it's easier to keep up.
Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the ground. As willows align, we lose track of time. Let up high, now we climb.
All right, I have my little station. I have all of the items from the door right here. I have a few extra items that I knew needed refill that I've already grabbed from downstairs. I have my little label maker, and then I have our organization items. So I'm going to start with the most used items. Based on their consistency, I'm going to choose the larger or the smaller nozzle based on what I think would work best. Pick a size bottle based on how much I think we use, and I'm hoping that will be a good system to get this going for now. I'm hoping this works. I've been really excited about this and thinking about it for a very long time. So let's get going with this, get everything labeled, ready to go, and then we'll go from there.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes.
One thing I hadn't thought of when considering these bottles is not being able to see expiration dates. Since I'm starting with the most used items, that shouldn't be an immediate issue, as we usually go through these items faster than they can expire. I just think that date is just a peace of mind thing for me. What I decided to start out with is putting a piece of masking tape on the bottom of the bottles with the expiration date. I'm not sure if changing that out when the bottles are cold will be an issue, or if that will be easy for us to remember to do, but I'm going to try that for now. Comment down below if you have any other ideas on how I can include the expiration date on these.
Even if the sky is falling down, jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly.
I ended up finding several items we were running out of that we didn't have backups for downstairs. This was a good time to start a grocery list.
And I really wanna know if I'll ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head.
Alright, and by default, the Dijon is getting a smaller nozzle. Just handling these, I feel so good with these bottles. I'm really happy with them. I really like the look. I'm excited to see them in my fridge. Couple things I will just kind of be seeing how it works. I'll probably let you guys know in a later video, so make sure you subscribe to see any upcoming videos where I might be doing kind of a review on these. I will be seeing how this expiration date system works for us. Most of these I feel pretty good with the size nozzles we have on there. I heard really good things about the small nozzles and oils or juices. I do want to try it for myself, make sure even though they're small, they're not too big, that they do work with such a fluid substance. So I'm going to make sure the nozzles are the right size. I was a little bit stuck on which one to try for the Dijon, so as we feel it out, if I feel the other size would be better, like I said, I'm really happy with these. I'm really excited to give them a thorough try and put some more of our items in here that we do use a little bit more frequently. So when I get some more, I can just swap out the chips at that time. But yeah, we're gonna get this cleaned up, get everything put back in the fridge, and we'll see how we're looking. Alright, so I'm super excited for this, super ready for this. I've pretty much gotten the table cleaned up, rinsed out any of the containers we went through, put them in recycling or wherever their appropriate disposal area is. Any items that were not yet empty have gone into the garage fridge, and yeah, I'm super excited to put these back. I've kind of sort of categorized them just a little bit, kind of in rows based on condiments, baking items, salsas, that kind of thing. So we'll see if those categories help me. Knowing me, we're probably going to place things and move them around quite a bit. That's part of a new organization system. Even if it's a good system, doesn't mean you still need to refigure out what feels more natural for you. So I'm going to place things, I might move them around, and then we'll kind of get to a finished result. But then I'm sure as we are actually using the system and reaching for things, we'll still kind of move things around based on what we reach for the most, that kind of thing. So yeah, so let's get started.
I from the sunshine on my face. So dehydrated, don't know what to say. Who's sleeping by my side? What did I do last night? Can someone make this headache go away?
If you are enjoying this video or know of someone else who would get motivation from it, make sure to like and share it. For more organizing, DIY projects, and simple living videos, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video.
Showed up at my door. They wanted me to go out for a while. We were dancing in the dark with a feeling in our eyes. Felt like we had it all. We were dancing in the dark. We were dancing in the dark. Wow, oh, 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 wow, oh, 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 wow, oh, oh, wow, oh, oh, wow, oh, oh, wow, oh, oh.
So let's take a look at the fridge now. On the top, we have all of our drinks. So like I said, we have our filtered water here. We have Pedialyte for me, my husband, and the pups. The unflavored is actually for the pups. So we put that in all of their water just to help with their hydration. Here we have one random extra cold brew we just got to try at one point. And then we have some of our little protein drinks back there. Here we have our half and half for our coffee, almond milk, juice. I'm not super happy with the top shelf there. I feel like it's still a little bit crowded, but I like having all of our drinks up there all together. So I don't know, we'll start with that for now. That is something I might work on a new system for. Here right now we just have our eggs and our sour cream. I usually like to keep our fridge pretty bare. I try to keep it for just the items we use pretty readily, and any leftovers, which I currently have down here. We have a leftover package of hot dogs, some entrees there we need to get through. We have a package of cookie dough that we can make whenever. But for the most part, I like to try to keep all of our bulk stuff in our garage fridge. So this is pretty clean and clear. In here we have our lunch meats, cheeses, that kind of a thing. So we have some summer sausage left over, that kind of thing. That's pretty clean. All of that is still good. We have our produce in here and just some miscellaneous drinks. Right now this seems to be working better than I had tried a little drink rack from the garage fridge, and right now that bottom drawer just seems to be working better. I am so happy with how the door looks right now. That has the most difference, and I am seeing just a lot of potential for what else I can do. I am so happy with these. Like I said, I'm going to play around with, make sure all the tips work for each of the condiments I put them with. I'm going to make sure the date system works for those, and then I'm definitely all ready to invest in some more, get some more of these put into these bottles, not just so they look nicer and it's just a nicer, more pleasant thing to open up to, but just so it all fits together a lot more nicely. So I'm very happy with this for now, but also very happy with the potential and kind of taking this a step further. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I feel so much better with the fridge. Like I said, I feel like this is really just a jumping off point. I still don't feel like it's perfect, but I feel like it is so much closer to where we need to be. I'm excited to incorporate some more of the condiment bottles, just clean everything up a little bit more and make everything fit even a little bit nicer. I don't feel like everything has to look exactly the same, but I do like opening my fridge and feeling excited to cook, excited to make snacks, food, all of that. Just kind of opening my fridge and feeling inspired. So that's kind of my goal with that. in terms of having it look nice, but then it's primarily for functionality, again, making sure everything fits together nice and it not looking so cluttered all the time, regardless of how organized we have it. The condiment bottles are pretty much the only thing I ended up utilizing today. I did have some of the other systems. Again, this is a beverage rack from our garage fridge that's, I don't know, it's just, right now it's just not, we don't need it. It's not really serving a purpose. I might hang on to it a little bit more. Maybe it will end up working for some of the miscellaneous cans we currently have in the bottom drawer in here. Those are cans like beers and stuff we actually don't drink too often. So this might end up going back to the garage, and maybe some of those cans that we don't utilize super often, we mostly save for guests. Maybe those can move out there, but I'm going to feel out what we have right now, see if this has a place in our home, see what else we can change in there. I do really like these. These are ones that I had purchased already for a different area of our home. They do have a lot of features I like. I like that I can see what's in them. So I'm probably going to hang on to these still. Like I said, I didn't purchase these brand new. I purchased these for a different area. So yeah, they haven't served the purpose I initially got them for yet, and they didn't end up working in here, but I'm hoping maybe with additional condiment bottles or rethinking kind of our beverage shelf. If you have any ideas on that, please let me know. Yeah, I'm hoping that maybe these can serve a purpose. Maybe we can move some of the condiment bottles into here and just do a slide out thing, and move some of the bulky box, what are those called? The beverage containers. Move some of the bulkier beverages to the door, so when you open the fridge, the first thing you see is the shelves right in front of you. So yeah, maybe these still will work for the fridge once I continue brainstorming and we live with what we have right now, and see how it's working better, what we can still improve, that kind of thing. So still happy with these, even though I don't know exactly where they will work for us right now. So I'm going to hang on to both of these so I'm not spending more money on new items. Make sure they can or can't serve a purpose before getting rid of them or passing them on to family members, anything like that. So yeah, I guess this wasn't as big of an overhaul as I was anticipating, but I guess there's a good lesson there. You don't have to do something crazy for it to still have a big impact. I still feel loads better with what I'm seeing in the door, how everything is fitting together a lot nicer. It gets me really excited to cook already and really excited to make additional improvements in there. I still feel like that is really rewarding, and that is still worth my time and energy. And it really didn't take a whole lot, honestly. Most of my time was me overthinking, me just looking at literally holding up condiments in their existing bottles to our new condiment bottles and just deciding which one I wanted to put them into and what nozzle I wanted to use. So I'm an indecisive person, so that can kind of hinder my time. But overall, the little overthinking moments aside, this really didn't take too long. I think this was a really easy project. I think it will have long-lasting results, and I'm super excited. Thank you so much for joining me today. I feel so good about what we were able to accomplish. If you liked what you saw, you learned a few things, give it a like. If you have any ideas on this beverage shelf and keeping some of those bulk items look a little bit nicer, please comment down below. I would love to hear your ideas. I'm sure someone else can learn from your ideas as well. So comment, like, subscribe for some new videos. This is just a jumping off point. It gets me really excited for what we can do with it going forward. So there will definitely be more videos, more ideas about some organization ideas for the fridge, other areas of the house. I'm always looking to improve our organization systems. It just makes our lives run a lot more smoothly when we have good systems in place. I'm always looking to do it on budget. So if that's something you like, you won't want to miss out. So subscribe, hit that notification bell to be notified every time I post a new video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.